Hi everyone and Merry Christmas. This is Joy. Welcome back to my channel for day 7 of the 12 Days of Christmas video card series. This card is using Lawn Fawn's release during Stamptember, and this is the first time that I got to use it. So I'm starting with a piece of white cardstock in my Misty, and I'm stamping all of my little images with Lawn Fawn's jet black ink. It is Copic friendly, and we will be doing some Copic coloring. I'm stamping that a couple times to get a nice, good, crisp black image. So now I'm just going to gently wipe off the ink, and I'm going to move the string of lights because I do need 2 of those. I will be making a slimline card, so I need to have a longer strand of lights. And I'm just going to stamp that again with that jet black ink, and then we're going to be doing some coloring. So the Copic markers that I'm using for this yellow is YG1725. No, excuse me, Y23, 19, 38, and 02. And I was actually talking on the phone to my son and started coloring these guys before I was videotaping, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I supposed to do? But I did have to come back in and blend it out, add a little bit darker colors and blend it out. So all of my Copic markers that I'm using for this brown is E35, 29, and 37. I am going to use BG10 for the snow. You'll see that in a little bit. For the blues, I am using B91, 95, and 99. R20 for the cheeks, R29, 37, and 89 for the red, YR16, YG17 and 25, and G29, and that will be for the greens. So we've got greens, reds, blues, and yellows. I do want to say I'm sorry that I'm late on my videos. We've had a lot of stuff going on in our family. We had a dog that passed away, and so we're just kind of been in a brain fog about that. So I'm back on it, and hopefully I can just get all these done before Christmas. So here are the greens, and I'm just alternating because I'm going to do the green, red, blue, and yellow, and that's the order that I'm going to do it in. Laying down my light color, coming in with a darker, and then blending out with a medium color. So I'm going to do that for all of the colors on this string of lights. This is the cute Stamptember release from Lawn Fawn. And like I said at the beginning, I have not been able to use it, and so I'm so glad I was able to use it this time. It's such a cute stamp set, and it's really a big stamp set for Lawn Fawn, and I think that was part of the fun for the Stamptember release. Now I'm going to finish off this book with a little bit of that blue, and then I will use the coordinating dies to die cut this. I also did color that with the same colors some ornaments and the bows with the strings. As you can see, this is what I'm doing here, gluing these together, and a little bit of snow that's going to, like little snow drifts that will be on the string of lights. So I'm just gluing these ornaments. I did 1 yellow, 2 blue, and 2 green, and I did all of the bows in red. So I kept it in that same color scheme of all the rest of the coloring. Now I am coming in with Lawn Fawn's Starry Sky stencil, and I really want this to look like snow, and I'm using Lawn Fawn's clear ink. And this is going to actually look a little bit messy when I'm done, but I actually didn't mind because I didn't want it to look like a starry night sky. I am inking this up on a piece of Cardstock Warehouse's Lapis Lazuli, and it's kind of a metallic blue, and it's such a great nighttime sky. And I'm using Lawn Fawn's textured white embossing powder, so it's a little bit chunkier. So again, I want it to feel like a ton of thick snow is falling. So as you can see there, it doesn't really look like the night sky. That is what I was hoping for when I made this card. It was not actually a mistake. I actually wanted that look. So I'm just going to heat that until it's nice and melted, and then you've got this chunky snow background. Now this is a slimline card. This background piece I did trim down to 8 1/4 by 3 1/4 because I do want a white frame, because the card base is 8 1/2 by 3 1/2. Now I've glued the 2 strings of lights together, added some foam tape behind the bulbs, and then I'm going to just adhere this down, centering the piece where it's connected in the middle. And so you've got this nice little bow in the lights for the birds to sit on. Adding a couple more pieces of foam tape, and then I'm going to add this to my white card base. Again, this is a slimline card base measuring 8 1/2 by 3 1/2, and I will trim off the excess lights. Now let's put the rest of this cute card together. I'm putting foam tape behind the ornaments and the birds. So I'm going to line up that one in the center, and I'm going to let that one hang the longest. And I'm just using a little bit of liquid glue where the ornament attaches to the string of lights, just so everything stays nice and hooked. And then I will trim off the excess string on the top of the ornament. So I'm going to glue the same thing on the left side, and I have 3 bulbs in between each one, so it's spread out perfectly nice. And you've got this cute decorated string of lights. Once that's dry, I will trim off those pieces, and then we will get these cute little birds lined up. There are 6 birds total, and it just fills up this whole scene, which I really love. Oh, sorry, I am first gluing on those little snow drifts, which I think are just darling, and I will trim that one off on the right. Now we will glue on these cute little birds. So I just lined them up how I want them to look, getting all the little birds in the right place, and then just using the foam tape adhesive behind each bird and lining that up. I did not tape their feet down to the string of lights. There was no need for that. And then I'm coming in with my Marvy snow pen, and I'm adding a little bit of the snow. When you melt it with the heat tool, it looks like snow, but I'm adding it to the top of their hats. You can see that one kind of bled down a little, and I think that is because I held my card upright instead of flat. I'm just going to scrape that off, clean that off, and come back in with my lightest blue marker, color over it. It's not even a big deal at all, but it gives that little ball dimension. Now I'm coming in, this stamp set has the tiniest little heart. I'm using Fawn's lobster ink and stamping a little heart on all of these birds except for the one that had the book. Now I'm coming in on some white cardstock, and I'm just stamping the sentiment, and it says Seasons Tweetings, which is the name of this stamp set, Seasons Tweetings. I know you guys can't get it again, but I had to share because it's just so cute. Again, this is from Stamp Timber. So I'm stamping that in Fawn's lobster ink, and I'm also stamping the little sing-song part that says fa la 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 la, and then I'm just going to cut that out by hand to follow the curve. So that's what I'm doing here, is the curved little sentiment, because we've got that cute little bird singing, excuse me. There is tons of cute little music notes in this too. I just didn't have anywhere to put that, so I did not stamp those. But here I'm cutting that out. I'm going to add some liquid glue behind the sentiment to adhere it down directly to the card panel, just tucked in behind those 2 little birds, so it looks like the one with the music book is singing. Then I'm going to add some foam tape behind the other 2 sentiments that says Seasons Tweetings, and I'm going to center that at the top of this Slimline card. And then you know me, I love to use a black glaze pen and a white gel pen for details. So I'm going to come in with my black glaze pen to the eyes of these birds, just the ones that have the little round eyes. And then I'm going to come in with my white gel pen. I'm adding highlights to the light bulbs. I'm going to add some little dots to all of the ornaments. I will add some details to the scarf and the hats. And then I'm going to come in with my R20 Copic marker for the cheeks of these cute little birds. I just feel like they need to have some rosy little cheeks. Then I'm going to come in with my white gel pen on the birds. Some of them are going to have little freckles on their cheeks. Some of them will have just some little white dots on their body. I will add some highlights to the little reindeer hat. I'm going to add some lines, some stripes to the scarf, some dots, polka dots to the hats. Just a ton of little detail, and I feel like this kind of stuff finishes it off. Now, of course, you don't have to do this, but I love it, and I think it's really cute, and I love how it finishes off this card. And isn't that just darling? And look at all that fun dimension, and what a sweet Christmas card. I think anybody would love it. You've got these cute little birds singing a fun Christmas song to you. Thank you guys so very much for stopping by. I hope that you enjoyed this. If you like what you've seen, please subscribe to my channel, thumbs up, comment, share with your crafty friends. I do have some affiliate links below. They cost you nothing to use, but they help me, so thank you, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.